established Mountain View Clinical Research October of 2000. I was inspired to start Mountain View Clinical Research just because I love medicine, I love science, but most importantly, I love patients and being able to be a part of the journey of patients, especially in diseases such as multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's disease, things like that. It just really motivated me to want to be a part of their future. I am honored to be working with such an amazing team at Mountain View Clinical Research. Our staff consists of medical assistants, registered nurses, study coordinators, and of course the physicians that oversee the process of the clinical trial. And we can't forget our emotional support dog, Max. In the United States, before a drug can come to market, it has to go through a process called a clinical trial, and that's where my office comes into play. A clinical trial is a study that has been determined by that particular pharmaceutical company with a protocol, and then they reach out to sites such as myself to be able to conduct that clinical trial. The day-to-day operations at Mountain View Clinical Research range from the behind-the-scenes items such as communication with the pharmaceutical companies, learning about the new clinical trials that are out there that we may be interested in participating in, and then the fun part is being able to interact with the patients. So the patients come into the office if it is their first time to visit our office. They will obviously be greeted, I hope, very warmly. We will review the study that they have in mind, which usually starts with a process called the informed consent. So we will review that informed consent with the patients. If they want to take that home to speak with their family about possibly participating in the study or any other healthcare providers, that is absolutely acceptable. Once they have made their mind that they would like to participate in the trial, then we do lab work, they may need x-rays, MRI imaging, things like that, and then the journey begins through the study. Some studies last as short as maybe a month, and some studies can go on for approximately 3 years. Safety is paramount, obviously not only to the pharmaceutical company, but also to Mountain View Clinical Research. Therefore, laboratory assessments will be done routinely throughout the study just to ensure that the patient's safety is never compromised.
I entered a clinical trial because I already had a neurologist. I was already trying some different medications and I wasn't having any luck.
We also receive patients that are sometimes referred by their physician to participate in the study. Mountain View Clinical Research is very blessed to work with some great principal investigators. Those are the physicians that are in charge or that oversee the study. And we primarily work with pain management physicians, neurologists, and primary care physicians. Our day-to-day operations at Mountain View Clinical Research range from just my being in contact with the pharmaceutical companies that are producing the medications that are to be studied, all the way to actually reaching out to patients. And then we talk to those patients, we review the processes, the studies with those patients, everything ranging from explaining the study to conducting the informed consent process. And then running the study is, the patients will be here to have their blood drawn, vital signs taken. We make sure everything is very safe, a very controlled environment.
I am participating in a clinical trial right now that has been amazing for my symptoms. I'm very, very lucky with Mountain View. They do all my testing to check how I'm interacting with this drug. I really hope the FDA approves this.
It is the mission of Mountain View Clinical Research to not only provide quality care to patients, but to also provide the data that is necessary for the FDA to approve a medication.
My experience at Mountain View Clinic has been so informative, fun, filled with laughter and knowledge. I'm lucky. I'm learning so much.
A patient that comes to be in our studies really isn't seen as a patient from that point forward. They are a family member, and we are so blessed to have patients that have been participating in studies with us literally for the last 17 years. So we really form a bond, and it's just such a blessing to be a part of their journey.